Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 17 of my favorite 31 hard rock and metal albums of the 70s. We've got 31 days here in the month of July 2023, and we've picked out together our favorite 31 heavy albums, hard rockin' albums of the 70s. I'm picking no more than two albums by any one band, just to keep it fair. Squeeze as many great albums by great bands in this list as possible. So today, it's a debut album from this American band, released August 25th, 1976, recorded at Foxglove Studios in Watertown, Capital, Hollywood, California. Record plant in Los Angeles, California. Produced by John Boylan and Tom Schultz for Epic Records. I'm talking about the debut album from Boston, simply titled Boston. Yes, had to be on this list. Some of you might be saying, but Pete, how that's not a metal album? Is that a hard rock album? Damn straight it's a hard rock album, right? This album rocks just as much as anything else in the decade, right? Just don't be fooled by the great vocal harmonies and the melodies and all that kind of stuff, right? And the fact that so much of it was played on the radio and the fact that it sold a gazillion copies, right? This is still a great hard rock record. That's what this is, right? Nobody can ever tell me otherwise. This happened a couple months ago. I was commenting I did a video on something that had to do with Boston, and they're like, that's just a breezy pop album. I'm like, what? It's like, no, it's not. It's like, this is a great melodic hard rock record. That's just what it is. Of course, lots been said about it over the years, and it deserves all the acclaim that it's gotten. Tom Schultz on lead and rhythm guitars, acoustic guitars, special effects guitars, organ, plays some bass. He's, basically he's the guy who does it all in this band, right? Does he even really need a band? He's got a band for this album. Brad Delp, lead and harmony vocals, 12-string guitar, little rhythm guitar. Barry Goudreau, lead and rhythm guitar. How much he plays on this album is debatable. We know he definitely played on one song, right? Who knows? Fran Sheehan on bass and Sib Hashian on drums and percussion. It's classic album. And, every track here is just amazing. You got the More Than a Feeling, which was the big hit of the album that's still to this day played on every classic rock radio station you can imagine. That big riff, the great little acoustic opening, right? And that soaring vocals of Brad Delp, one of the great singers of all time. More Than a Feeling is just so good. It's a great summertime cruising around in the car, crank it up to 11, right? Peace of Mind is my personal favorite song on the album. I absolutely love Peace of Mind. And again, the way they layer those acoustic guitars with those big electric chords and riffs and things like that. Sizzling guitar solos, right? Just the guitar sound of this album is otherworldly. I always love the production of this album. It's so amazing. Peace of Mind, great chorus. Take a look ahead. Awesome stuff. Then you got Foreplay Long Time, which of course Foreplay is the kind of cool instrumental. It's got the organ. It's got the great big sledgehammer guitar riff and the thunderous drums, and that moves into Long Time, which is more of a kind of atmospheric melodic hard rock song, right? And there you got the great guitar solo from Mr. Barry Goudreau, right? We definitely know he played that guitar solo, and it's a great one. Then you got on side two, you got the big party hard rockin' anthem, rock and roll band, right? Awesome stuff. Smokin' probably that's kind of like a heavy rock boogie song. Smokin' is just absolutely smoking. The riffing is great. Lots of great guitar solos in that. Hitch a Ride is the one kind of like that's the one kind of breezy ballad on the album. Hitch a Ride, but still, those vocal harmonies, so good. And then Something About You, another great song. Underrated hard rock song on this album. Love the chorus, love the vocal, just outstanding. And then the other kind of more kind of rootsy kind of track, Let Me Take You Home Tonight. All those vocal harmonies, right? There's lots of good pop stuff going on with that song. So you have those couple of songs that do give you that kind of breezy pop thing. But for the most part, this is all like just hard rock, party rock album. Just tremendous stuff. I can't say enough great things about this album. And I have probably heard this album, because I bought it right around the time when it first came out. I have probably heard Boston's debut more than any other album that I have ever owned. Probably. Again, I don't have the numbers, the data to back that up, but I would argue that I've heard this more than any other. And how many of these songs have we heard on the radio over the years? Even back when we obviously most of us don't listen to radio all that much anymore, but even when we do, and when we did, I mean, all these songs, for the most part, were played on the radio at one point or another. So, but I never get sick of this album. Never. I put it on and I'm still kind of like, yeah, yeah, baby, love it. So anyway, let's take a look at some chart information. So in Australia, number 16. Canada, number 7. The Dutch album charts, number 11. In Finland, number 20. Germany, number 4. Japan, 24. New Zealand, 26. Sweden, 16. Switzerland, number 3. UK, number 11. US Billboard charts, number 3. As far as certifications go, up in Canada, this is a diamond seller, 1 million copies sold. United Kingdom, gold, 100,000 units sold. And in the United States of America, 17 times platinum, 17 million copies sold. It's one of the biggest selling, most beloved debut albums in rock and roll history. And yeah, there's a reason why, because it's great. Right? So that's my pick for today. Could have even been higher, but the stuff that's coming up on the list is just like, even more so than this, I think. But not by much. Minuscule. I think I've often said, some people are like, oh, I can't believe that placed so low on your list. It's like, guys, we're splitting hairs here. There's not much that separates all these. These are just like my favorite 31. I put them in the order as best I could. But, any given day I could say that I enjoyed this more than my number 15 or my number 13, right? But it's hard to rank your favorite 31 heavy albums of the 70s. It's hard. So, but I mean, I don't really like this any less than some of the ones that come afterwards. It's just, you got to kind of put them in some sort of order as best as you can, right? So, Boston is my pick today. Pick number 17. Let us know what you think of this album as well as your pick for today down in the comments below, and visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts, and please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations as well as our merch page, so thanks in advance for all of that, and we'll see you real soon here on the channel with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo. Tune in just a little while. A little bit. We've got the UK connection coming up in a couple hours, of course. Simon, Stephen, and myself bringing more fun here on a Saturday afternoon or evening, wherever you might be. And then, of course, tomorrow we've got ranking the albums, so stay tuned for that. I'll be talking about the great U.S. Doom band from Virginia, Windhand. 4 albums, 4 really cool albums. So if you're a Doom fan and you haven't listened to Windhand, check out this show, learn a little, hopefully be seeking out their albums in the not-too-distant future. So until then, I am Pete Pardo. See you tomorrow morning with pick number 16. Till then, bye-bye.